The Hoppe and SuperRICH Show. Hoppe and SuperRICH. Only on WNUR 89.3 FM.
Hey, Super, I'm so rich. I got 5 cents in my pocket.
I got more than 5 cents in my pocket.
7?
More like 2,000. No,
portions of WNUR's programming, you know the deal. 847-866 WNUR. That's...
Oh, am I doing it in Spanish again?
Do it.
Okay, I'll try to do it fast, like a Spanish person on the
Do
radio
it,
would do it. 847-866-9687.
Man, this guy's talented. He's a jack of all trades.
I barely know any Spanish, by the way, but I can throw in some during the show, just a little bit here and there.
You're a jack
of what I do know of, like the 1 year I took Spanish.
You're just a jack of all trades. I respect that.
Awesome.
All right, it's time for the Super Rich News. All right, stop, Rich. All right, what does it say?
It says, first story for you, Stanley Cup Finals draw most affluent TV viewers among major sporting events, and that was a study done. So the richest people in the world, if you will, like me, we would we enjoy hockey, which isn't true in my case. But I do like hockey. I just don't watch it as much as the other three. But on to the story. Hockey fans have deep pockets. At least that's what a recent study has found. TV viewers for the 2013 Stanley Cup Finals that the Blackhawks win had a median income somewhere between $73,000 and $84,000. Well, ours was under that.
It's pretty good. I mean, and this doesn't come as a surprise, Ryan, because they can afford the equipment. They have to sometimes rent out hockey arenas, and then it costs more to play on a team.
Yeah. On the other side of the spectrum, those who watched the 2013 NBA Finals had a median income of less than $60,000. Is that what it says?
Well, that would be expected.
Yeah, less than $60,000. You can maybe figure out why. Earlier this month, SMW released findings from their examination of sports viewer demographics study only from select marquee events such as the World Series, Stanley Cup Finals, NBA Finals were used to draw conclusions.
And they wanted to have some conclusions on the WNBA Finals, but it was hard to judge of the three people that I watched.
Yeah.
Like, they're all different. So they're like, oh, this is hard.
Props to you if you actually go to Chicago Sky games.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Props if you actually like watch it or listen to the broadcast on the radio. If you actually go, I wonder what's going on with the Sky. I actually was going to try and say a name of a player in that analogy, but I don't know any. Like, I actually don't.
Well, there's Brittany Griner.
She's not on the Sky, though. That was my point.
Right. On the Sky, they got that girl from the University of Delaware or something. I don't even know why I know that.
You're weird if you know that.
Yeah, it's something like that. I don't know. You know, you just hear things on SportsCenter and it sticks with you. But
no, it doesn't. Because I don't ever watch that terrible network.
Well, you should.
Eastern Sports Propaganda Network. Enough of ESPN. Ugh.
But you still get the information that you need.
No, you don't. You get it from Twitter. I don't ever get my news
I pretty
from
much only
SportsCenter.
watch for the top 10 plays.
Yes, that's what everybody does, and then you just tune out the breaking news.
I always tune in at the 52-hour mark.
I think that's when we all do.
I mean, the 52-minute mark. You know, because
that's when we all tune in. We don't listen for breaking news. A-Rod is a douchebag who takes roids. Riveting ESPN. Thank you. We needed that. Breaking news. LeBron James is good. Breaking news. Ugh, enough. We got it. Johnny Manziel's a drunk. We got it. Skip Bayless, you douchebag. We got it.
The study also revealed basketball draws the highest percentage of younger viewers.
Which is a surprise, or isn't a surprise because...
Yeah, it's not a surprise because, I mean, the NBA is the most popular sport. It's got the most popular athletes, and it's most popular between, like, kids that, like, even our age. You know, most people... like, don't watch baseball too much anymore.
I think the breaking point when the NBA exploded was when LeBron James went to the Heat because the whole nation hated him. Every talk show was playing that, mocking that.
Yeah.
LeBron James knew what he was doing by doing that. He'll say, oh, I didn't know what I was doing, man. I was just out of my mind. No. You knew what you were doing. It marketed you well. You knew you'd recover from that. You knew they wouldn't be mad over that forever. Right, Ryan?
I think so.
So, ever since then, NBA 2K13 sells out in the shops. There's record-breaking numbers. All of a sudden, all of the athletes go on Twitter. LeBron James's decision was like a breaking point in sports media forever. I truly believe that.
And it goes on to say some percentages here. Between 26% and 29% of NBA Finals watchers fell into the 18 to 34 demographic, while between 11% and 14% were from the 2 to 17 group.
The 2 to 17 group, it has to be a mess up. Because what are 2-year-olds watching? Mommy, put on Buon Buon. I got to watch Buon Buon.
Bron.
And Duran. No, not the 80s group,
Not
Sonny.
Duran.
Duran. Put on Duran. He's on Oklahoma. I have too much fun.
He's also my favorite NBA player. Meanwhile, the World Series dominated in the 55 to 59 demographic,
Of course
which
it
also
did.
makes sense.
Because that's what the old people do. Remember back in the day when baseball was about fundamentals? Well, it's back. I didn't watch a second of the World Series this year. I believe I tuned it on because my mom was watching.
Oh, I watched it because I was rooting for the Cardinals to lose.
It was awful this year because I was rooting for nobody to win.
And but it actually turned out to be a really exciting World Series. Shane Victorino with a grand slam. Oh,
Yippee-ki-yay. Good for him.
that was
Who
actually
cares?
a really cool moment.
Who cares?
It was
the
awesome.
Red Sox and Yankees.
No,
Or
it was awesome.
Red Sox and Cardinals, I mean. You're the Midwest team that always figures out how to make it without Albert Pujols.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you have the worst team ever, which is the Red Sox, which is the worst fans. I was happy they won, though, for the Boston Marathon factor.
I don't know if they're the worst fans in the world.
Who
New
was the worst?
York.
They're
New York
tied.
or L.A. has the worst sports fans in the world.
L.A. has the worst spectators and bandwagoners.
Oh, yeah.
I truly
Well, that's
believe
true.
they're all bandwagoners. Even my uncle who goes, I love the Dodgers. You love them in July and August, Uncle Ken. Sorry.
I think, actually, the Boston teams are pretty diehard fans.
Oh, yeah,
Sorta
that's what's
like
annoying
Chicago.
about them. That's what's annoying about them.
Well, it's sort of like Chicago, where you're going to live and die with your sports
Chicago's
teams, and
pretty-
they're really important to people.
Here's the thing about the diehard fans in Chicago, the diehard Hawk fans. You never heard about them because they had no place in life, so they just didn't talk about it. Even with the Bulls, like me, I loved the Bulls, but I wasn't going to post about it because there was no reason to. Diehard fans in Chicago are classy and low-key. In Boston, they go crazy for that, man. They get turned up. They get so obnoxious. You know what I mean?
Paka Khan, Harvard Yard.
Watch This Town with Ben Affleck. Great movie.
Fever Pitch. Great
I
movie
cannot
again.
do voices. I don't know if you realize that. I'm terrible
Oh,
at
I
voices.
know. I'm pretty good at them, I think.
Yeah, you're a talented man.
I got
And Boston fans are just so obnoxious.
Yeah, I mean, they are pretty obnoxious. It's all because of their accent.
Yeah. It's just, it annoys me.
Let's play, I don't know what song you want to play. Sexy Back. There we go.
Let's
can play Sexy Back.
Yeah, Sexy Back by,
They won the only Justin Timberlake.
because it is 2006 night. We're going to try and make a new format of classic hits from the last 10 years when top 40 was good. So we're going
Any idea of what year we're going to do next week?
We'll figure it
Any
out.
idea? Like, are we going are we just starting at 06 and either going forward or backward?
2008 was the last good year. 2009 was when Justin Bieber came on the scene, and I actually believe that's when music turned bad. Because that's when the top 40 stopped playing hip-hop, and they just began playing auto-tune pussies like him. All right, here's Justin Timberlake, a guy with true talent.
Sexy Back.
A guy that's named is Justin and is actually likable.
Yes.
On WNUR 89.3.
I'm bringing sexy back.
The Hoppe and Super Rich Show. Hoppe and Super Rich. Only on WNUR 89.3 FM.